Please don't let me. Well, we'll see what happens here.
We're gonna have the countdown shortly. Looks like they're both ready to go. We got the main event game. Game 1 in 3, 2, 1. Hills. Let's go.
And off we go. The undefeated Frank versus the immovable Savage Octagon here.
And Savage starting with just a crazy triple right from the get-go. Both players with boards that have lots of good stuff to do. Savage has a lot of blue that is sort of clumped together in the middle of her board, so she's going to be dealing with that all at once. Meanwhile, Frank has gotten a good start here, getting some horizontals, setting himself up for nice efficient clears. One of the great things about Frank's play is that garbage never really stays on his board very long if it's there in the first place. He has an amazing vision for finding ways to use pieces that look like they can't be used at the moment.
Absolutely agree with that here. Although Savage Octagon keeping it close, it's just a 2-virus lead here for Frank. As Savage getting a triple, that'll tie things up. And Savage, you saw a little bit of hesitation with that red-blue. Looks like she's made a decision there, and it looked to be a good one. And now she's getting a drill triple, down to 7, keeping things competitive with the 2 seed.
Yeah, this is great. She is going to have to deal with the little bit of red that she placed on the top there, but she gets that out of the way, and she is on her way to the end of level 8. Meanwhile, Frank finishing off with a nice horizontal at about 141 and getting a start on level 9. He's going to have an excellent combo at the top, probably going to go for a sweet tea setup. He gets the double yellow, and that gets him going on that.
Savage Octagon off to a strong start as well. A lot of yellow on her top line, looking to be setting up for a horizontal double to drop that double blue down. We'll see what she decides to do here. Those red yellows are optimal, not electing to use them though. Instead, it looks like she's going to reverse course here, down to 33. Frank's starting to open up a bit of a lead here as Octagon keeps her top line clean with that nice horizontal clear.
Yeah, I think that was a very nice garbage management move right there by Savage. Meanwhile, Frank has something of an awkward board. There's a bunch of combos that are sort of waiting to fire off that are blocking him from playing in a bunch of places, and there they go. So that's going to simplify his board a lot, make it much easier for him to do good decision making and efficient plays.
Octagon has an opportunity for a horizontal triple in row 2. She's going to take it. It does eliminate that horizontal clear chance in row 1 for that blue. But Octagon now starting to just hammer on the down button, now starting to take a bit of a lead here.
Yeah, indeed. Just going back and forth on the lead here.
Octagon down to 4. Octagon now down to 3 and soon to be 2. Looking for blue, looking for red. Frank looking for 2 more reds. And out of 9 first is going to be Savage Octagon at a 336, but Frank right behind at a 338. And you see just ice in Savage Octagon's veins right now. As she is looking to take down Frank, hand him his first match loss. Frank has not lost all year. The chat having faith in Savage Octagon. Octagon currently at 33. Frank has taken a bit of a lead. It is 28 for Frank, 31 for Savage Octagon. But from what we've seen, we all know that Savage Octagon plays those endgames so efficiently.
Oh, she's got a great endgame. And her board is a little bit interesting here because one of the things that you don't see a lot of, other than the red viruses, most of these viruses are not bunched up next to each other. So that makes it a little bit slower to clear. There's a little bit of an advantage for Frank on this board, I would say. And it does look like he's taking a little bit advantage of that, although not as much as I thought at first. It looks like about a 1 virus advantage at the moment, so keeping it very close.
Octagon had a nice one drop quad clear that really helped her out. She's at 13 right now, looking to get into single digits, down to 12, and the setup here for looks like to be a nice horizontal combo. Going to get that easily, and has an easy access to that blue. But Frank is going to combo out here, and he's going to be out at a 5:08. So Frank's starting to run away with this.
Very solid time. And Savage is going to be a little bit stuck here waiting for red to pop in. Just a little bit of RNG determines what's going to happen here. And she wants to clear the blue at the bottom, but not until after the yellow has cleared. So she's very patiently throwing blue away and waiting for that. But still just waiting on red while Frank takes a stab at level 11 down to 34 viruses and making very efficient clears out of blue on his top line. So he's going to have to do something a little bit clever with his blue. Looks like garbage might be his choice for that. And I think that's a completely reasonable choice.
Octagon was out at about a 5:46 and now starting to go to town here on level number 11, making some good plays here, going for that tuck triple. She's going to have to be a little bit more aggressive. She's down by about 16 viruses. We'll really need to take a look at what efficient doubles she can play. Those are going to be your quickest clears.
Look at this setup from Frank. It's such a gutsy play.
He is holding out for one kind of pill, which is always a risky proposition, but he gets it and sets up those blues and gets a blue clear immediately. He is down to 17. Savage Octagon, meanwhile, at 24. Her advantage right now is everything is clustered, so as long as she can get favorable RNG, she can keep going here. And it looks like she's going to be using this red garbage to set up a garbage clear and set up a blue clear right there as well.
But Frank has also clustered all of his things together, whether by planning or by luck. And he's only got 2 viruses left on level 11. It's going to be real tough to catch up to that.
And Frank is going to be out at a 7:09.
What a great time.
Excellent time by Frank. That means Savage Octagon down 1-0, but still plenty of game left here as Octagon is going to run this one out.
And she is coming down to the end of this level 11. A very clean finish. We love to see this almost no garbage anywhere on the board. Just waiting for the last red to finish off her level 11 at a 7:52.
Which is also very, very respectable time in this block, but Frank was just too quick and pulled away on 10 and never really looked back. So Frank up 1-0 over Savage Octagon while we await readies from our players. We'll remind you tomorrow, 2 p.m., we have 4 matches for you. We're going to finish out round 2, Leviticus versus Floyd 1977. That has been postponed due to a power outage on Leviticus's part, so we hope he's safe and nothing is on fire. What can I say?
Yep. That's definitely one of the things we hope. Savage is celebrating not getting lapped. I think she can celebrate more than that. She was sticking right with Frank through several of the first levels. Did a great job there. Let's see what happens in the next one.
As Savage enjoys some Dr. Mario juice, we need readies from our players, and we'll get going here for the second game.
For all we know, Frank could be going for the Dr. Mario juice too. I mean, it's just impossible to say. All right. Looks like we got readies from both of the players, so we'll get the countdown for you in just a second here. They have got themselves reset on level settings, speed settings. We got our 3, 2, 1, and go. Frank's got his cheering section in attendance. So a great opening for both players here. Savage has a little bit of an interesting situation in column 4, where once she gets that red out of the way, it's a really long drop for any of the clears that she might want to make.
Yeah, she will have a very deep center well there. We'll have to get creative in preventing drop time. Every row that a fragment drops is about a quarter of a second. So very, very, very important. And we're going to see a nice little tuck triple there by Savage. And
on Frank's board, just yellow, yellow everywhere, and not a drop to drink.
I'm going to leave that joke alone, and we're just going to continue calling this match. A great triple there by Savage Octagon, and Savage now setting up. Could have set up for a T, may not have elected to go for it, may not have seen it. But now Octagon at 11 and holding a bit of a lead over Frank at this time, as Frank looking to get some yellow help.
Yeah, this is just brutal for Frank. I mean, he's placing things as fast as he can, but if the good doctor doesn't put the pills that you need, it's what a frustrating game to play in those moments. Looks like he's gonna get a good bit of what he needs there. Gonna finish off with a little bit of red in the top left is gonna be the thing.
Octagon out of 8 at a minute 36. And Frank's still struggling here to get through what's left of level 8. This is a great opportunity for Octagon to really start building a lead. Might want to play a little bit more on the aggressive side. We'll see what she decides to do. Going to get a big wide L clear. And don't know what's going on with that flat double yellow. We'll see what she does with it. Looks like
from the shake of her head, I think that may not have been what was intended.
She did manage to turn it into a positive. Getting that yellow garbage to fall down, and it is now a 10 virus lead here for Savage Octagon.
Wow!
As she is going to town here, going to clear out some blues, and then get a nice tuck clear. A miss flip over in columns 1 and 2. That's huge. You cannot afford to make mistakes like that against Frank. She'll need to recover from that as quickly as possible. We'll see what she does. She still holds a lead over Frank. She's doing what she can to just keep everything nice and tidy.
I think she can treat the red actually as useful if she does this right, because she can clear the blue from underneath, and then the red falls down and becomes on the virus. So it's not that bad, but it is a little bit unfortunate.
With that
and that's exactly what she's done.
And with that double blue, she had an opportunity as well to T clear it and really open that blue up. Didn't go for it. She's still holding on to a very healthy lead against Frank. As it looks like Frank may have misplayed over in column 2.
Maybe at that moment he didn't have any better places to put blue or something. But it does look like he's sort of struggling to work out how to do this last little bit of the end game.
Savage is going to be out of 9 at a 333 and has extended that virus lead from 5 to 4. So an overall improvement if you're Savage Octagon. That's good news.
But Frank will be finishing off as soon as he gets one more blue at a 352. And about 8 viruses behind at the beginning of level 10. Savage has almost no red viruses on her entire board. Top to bottom, she has only 6 red viruses. So that's going to mean that a lot of her pills are half wasted. That's going to be really unfortunate. But she is going to town here, and look at this lead. It's almost a 20 virus lead at this point.
18 viruses, as a matter of fact, is what Savage is leading by. And she is doing just a fantastic job here. Kind of a bit of blocked by blue at the moment. A double blue fortuitous. She can open up another blue and elects to instead set up for the double.
I think that was a good choice. She's going to get some very nice, efficient clears here. And she has to be efficient with this yellow because there's just so much of it on the board still.
And now Savage out of yellow, so she'll have to be a little bit more creative getting these blues and reds off the board. And you do see her doing that.
We're going to work on colors tomorrow, JP.
Oh, it's been a long day. It's been a long day. But
it does look like Frank has been doing a good job here and has brought it down to just an 8 virus lead with some very efficient clears in the middle. His columns 5 and 6 are still a little bit unfortunate, so he's going to have to work out
Savage
ways of making clears there.
Savage out on a 526, so going into 11 with a very big lead, looking to force that third game. This is some of the best Dr. Mario we've seen out of Savage Octagon. And she is making an 8-sided approach to picking up a win here.
And Frank just looking for the last little bit of blue and red to finish off his level. He'll be out at a 6:04, 6:05.
And it is
still a very solid time.
A 13 virus lead as Frank enters 11, already getting that catch-up blitz and not really having much on that top line. This is incredibly beneficial for Savage Octagon as she is now down about halfway through this level. She's down to 26 viruses.
And this is the last level, so we are coming right up on it.
We've seen Frank come back, though. You've got to play close to perfect here if you're going to take Frank down. And it's what Octagon does best. Down to 20 viruses now. She's got to just clear that. She's in an awkward position, having everything kind of sweep into one corner. Always a little tough to deal with. But she is making it happen here. Down to 17. Frank at 29. Frank now at 26. Trying to get this back into a single-digit deficit as he just needs red help on his side. Octagon is
just on fire. There's nothing to do when you're on fire like that. She is going to make a little bit of garbage in the interest of making progress and not wasting a lot of pills, but doesn't need to stop her for very long, as she's showing.
She doesn't need to be too aggressive right now. She's in her end game. She's essentially forcing a game 3, and she's going to get it with that fortuitous double red, and we're going to game 3, folks. Savage Octagon has just forced a game 3.
And handed Frank his first game loss.
His first game loss of this championship bracket.
That's awesome. And Savage just now noticing that she has the third game. Look how excited she is. All right. That's a yes face if I ever saw one.
Frank says GG.
And finishing out at an 8:18, almost a 40-second advantage for Savage there.
Savage's best time, by the way, is a 6:53, so still very much good, very much in the cards there. But her average is 8 minutes 8 seconds, so a better than average time here. We got one more game of Dr. Mario for you. Sit tight. The next 7.5 or so minutes are about to get crazy. We have a ready from Frank.
And I was pretty surprised when I looked up their stats because their PBs on this level block are pretty close together, 646 and 653, just a 7-second difference. So I think we're seeing that these two players are very close to each other. They've each won one, and this is going to be an exciting third game for this match. We'll get Savage's crown up there in just a moment. But we're going to have our decider countdown. It's a 3, 2, 1, go.
You're not the boss of me, Bidwell. Oh, wait.
He literally is, huh? Frank off to a quick start with a nice horizontal clear. Almost no fall time in his entire level so far. Savage also doing a great job of kicking off this level. A little bit of hesitation, not sure what to do with her blue because there's just not that many blue viruses available to her at the moment.
She
So
is a
a little
she is a
pause to
bit
figure out what to do.
Yeah, she is a bit locked up on blue, but making good use of it here. Frank's already built a big lead, though. He's already up by about 5 viruses as Savage trying to figure out what to do here. A double yellow would be huge for Savage. That would get 3 off the board. She is going to get that nice, quick little double. And good tuck play there as well, setting up along that bottom row, and she'll get another nice little tuck.
Oh, here it
And
comes.
here comes that double. Decides
Oh,
not to go
yeah.
horizontally.
All right.
Interesting.
All right. There's a lot of choices. One thing that's nice about the horizontal is it desandwiches the reds, but you could also think about the red as being a thing that you want to desandwich from the yellows on the right column. So it's a tough judgment call there. I think there's no wrong answer, and she is now about 10 viruses behind. It's taking that horizontal now to desandwich. Got it out of the way in any case. But Frank on to level 9 first at a 131.
And Octagon down to her final 6 here. Frank off to a bit of a rough start. Has those blue reds over in his leftmost columns. That red really doesn't have much. Really can't play much with anything. There's no red virus in column 2. Meanwhile, Savage Octagon has buried that last virus, and she is going to clear out at a 206. But Frank already up by 12 viruses as Octagon enters level number 9, and a very top-heavy level for Savage Octagon.
Yeah, it's a tough thing to come back from, but we have seen worse leads taken down, and we're seeing some very nice quick clears, efficient clears. Frank's still struggling with the height of his first and second column, just bringing that down now. And Savage, nice level board, but some of her color combinations, she just doesn't have anything available, so having to make some tough choices.
It is 25 to 11. Frank is looking to get that double clear over, or look for a red blue. He's going to get the red blue, so nice little combo drop here, and he'll have a horizontal setup as well. Fantastic, fantastic efficiency here. Oh, and Frank made a bit of a course correction, but then kind of got locked in, but still out at 321 here. Frank 2 levels away from advancing to the semifinals. Savage Octagon is down to her final 12 viruses and looking, I think, to get a horizontal on those reds up in row 5.
It's all horizontal all the time for Savage right now, as she is trying to work out how to get those horizontals without breaking everything else. Looks like she's found a way. So she just needs a little bit of red here and she'll be out of level 9. Gonna need one more yellow as well.
And there it is. She's just got to tuck that into bed, and she's out at a 359. She is currently down by 17 on Frank.
It's a big difference, but it's surmountable. And she is getting started. Frank is doing a great job on his right side. He had a lot of junk at the bottom and has managed to clear it out before the end of the level, and that's a really nice thing to be able to do.
Savage had a bit of a misplay up towards the top of her board, and it slowed her down. She's since cleared it out, but tucked over a blue-red just one space too far, and got her into a little bit of a snag, down to 29 viruses. Frank is down to single digits already and just playing with incredible efficiency. He is currently just down to 3 and will be out with this great sequence of RNG at a 459. So Frank just looking to try to put this one away now. And Frank making a misflip in column 4.
looking quite strong. Savage had a misflip of her own and is still suffering from the problems that caused. You see the red in column 3 at the top is it's surrounded by red viruses on every side, and so it's really hard to get in there to clear it away. But she is working on it now and going to be getting some horizontals to finish off the bottom of her board.
Oh, Savage with another misplay. You could just see the disapproval.
This is another situation where Savage can rescue the misplay that she made earlier if she goes for it, and it looks like she's seen that play. So once again, doing a great job of recovering from a thing that I thought couldn't be recovered from. But Frank, at a 20 virus, down to 23 viruses in level 11. So this is coming very close to the end of this match. At a 30 virus disadvantage, this is very difficult to recover from now. But Savage making her best attempt at it and doing a great job at the beginning of this level with clearing things with efficiency and no fall time. And Frank getting a little bit stuck. He's waiting for specific pieces and having to toss a lot of garbage, which is very unusual for him. Often what you'll see with the way that he plays is even if he has to throw pills away, he tries not to make garbage. And that's not what's happening right now.
Frank down to his final 8. He's looking for reds and just on a drought of them.
Yeah.
Savage could come back here if this RNG persists.
He's just not getting any red. Super frustrating, but he does finally get the horizontal combo that he had set up ages ago, and he needs 3 more reds and he'll be out. Savage, with 19 viruses to go, is keeping things close. But it will be Frank advancing to the semifinals.
Yes, with Frank 736, he will advance to the semifinals. Savage Octagon is eliminated from contention. And Frank will face the winner of, I think he's facing DM Hero, if I'm not mistaken, actually. And then we will have our final round 2 match tomorrow, Leviticus versus Floyd. And that winner will go on to face Influx in the semifinals. But before we go, little bit of an addition to the festivities here. Every player who advances to the semifinals will be winning a cash prize. It'll be $25 for third and fourth place, $50 for second place, and $100 for the champion. And we hope to increase those payouts as time goes on. And you can do that by supporting our channel, bit subscriptions. All that goes right back in to help everybody out.